Hey YouTube, this is the Dutch Sandwich. I'm going to be reviewing my Oris Aquis date in silver. This is the 40mm version, and they only make this silver dialed watch in the 40mm version. They have a couple other options if you're going to go with the 40. They have a black and a darker gray, which you'll see the Urban Gentry reviewing. That's kind of why, or how I got introduced to this watch, is through the Urban Gentry, and ended up buying the 43 and the 40 just like he did, and then kind of deciding after I bought both which one I was going to keep. So go through the watch. It's a great bezel, and I've only ever seen one other person online kind of reviewing this watch. It was actually on a Christopher Ward forum I found it. Most people end up going with the darker gray version, not the silver like this. And the guy in the Christopher Ward forum said that it was a silver ceramic bezel, and I honestly can't tell. You can't really find any information online. I'm not really sure if it is, but regardless of what material it is, it looks great. It's nice and shiny, kind of like ceramic is, has kind of that glossy look to it. It's just really nice. The dial of this watch is incredible too. Instead of just kind of having like the brushed silver look that I thought it was going to have online, it's almost got these striations that radiate out from the center of the hands. It's really hard to show that to you, but maybe you can pick up on it at certain angles. Just gorgeous. I love the 40mm size. You get a little bit more manageable clasp, I'd say. I mean, I kind of like the bigger clasp, but this one also has its perks. It's a little bit lighter, probably easier to replace if it gets scratched, when it gets scratched. Same case back here. It's got the Sellita SW200 movement with a 200-hour power reserve. It's got the the proprietary linkage right here, so you can really only either use this rubber strap, or you could buy their stainless steel strap and use that as well. I think that the reason I like this so much, this color combination, is I intend to keep it on the rubber strap, and it's kind of the inverse of what a normal dive watch is. Normally you'd get a stainless bracelet with a black face, black bezel, and this is kind of taking that and reversing it. So it's got a silver dial, silver bezel, and then a black band. I kind of like that, how it's kind of the opposite of what it normally would be. It's got a little bit of a kettle shape to the crown, not as significant as the 43mm version I reviewed. Nice edge to the bezel. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's got a good 120 clicks. It's just super precise and almost kind of intense when you click it around. It feels incredibly secure. It's got luminescence on all the dials, all the hands, the second hand, and the 12-hour markers. Let's go ahead and go to a night shot of it so you can see it in action. Here's a lume shot of my Oris Aquis date, 40mm. You can see really nice luminescence at each of the dial markers, both of the hands. You can easily tell which is the hour and which is the minute. You've got the little break in the lume on the hour hand, and then the little pip at hour 12 at the top. So great lume. So as you can see, really good lume, especially for how thin the markers are. I've got a 7-inch wrist, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a wrist shot. It's got the safety clasp on it, which I love, the 2 buttons. I haven't even taken the plastic off, but there it is. So 7-inch wrist for your reference. I think it's a great fit. You can wear it. You see some other guys that have the same dilemma. They're either 43mm blue, because it only comes in blue, or it only comes in 43 if you want the blue, and then someone will get this one too and compare them, and a lot of the other guys say, I have to agree, this fits under dress shirts easier. It can go dressy and it can go sporty, and I think I'll end up keeping the 40 and selling the 43, just because I think it fits my wrist, and I don't necessarily want it to be just sporty. I think it's a really good dress watch as well. So it's just like the other one. It's 300 meters waterproof, or waterproof down to 300 meters. It's got the same real vanilla infused into the strap, and you can definitely smell it. Especially when this one I bought brand new from Joma Shop. If you smell it, it smells a lot like vanilla. It's pretty pretty cool, especially when you tend to wear this kind of a watch when it's hot out on a rubber strap and you sweat. And it's nice to kind of have that, it just helps you kind of, I don't know, prevent it smelling bad. So, and easy to clean as well too. So anyways, any questions you have, please put them below. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.